Look at this beautiful Arabian mandala design. This is just one of the sheets. Now you get them in various sizes. There's the big one, you've got the second one down, and then you've got the third, fourth, fifth, etc. And I'll show you those because we'll make one up. Now I've already started making a card here. Don't forget you're going to get them in different sizes, but I thought this one would look fantastic. This would be great. You're always wondering what to give to a man as a card that's not got flowers and looks a bit girly. How about this one here? This would be lovely for a man card. Isn't that beautiful? Now you've got the beautiful layers there. Now all I've done here is taken some kind of navy blue card in A4 and some nice yellow card. I've creased the navy blue, as you can see there, so that folds over there like that and sticks down, and that creates a square. So you can stick then some yellow and some kind of pale blue to match the colours that are in the mandala design there. And then I've done this beautiful kind of marbling effect down the edge here, just a simple strip. You can decorate it up more if you want to, or dress it down if you want to. But I think this is a great card that would be really good to give to a gentleman. So very kind of butch and masculine that is, I think. Right, now what we've got is the layering parts. Now I've already cut them all out. You can do virtually anything you want, but look at this one. There's the next one there. That's the next layer up there. And as you can see on the back, I've got the foam pads there ready to stick it down. Now, as I say before, you can either stick it just off center or directly over the top. I'm going to stick it directly over the top to keep that beautiful kind of design, that beautiful Arabian design there with the tiles effect. So that goes over, but already I'm lifting the design up to create that effect. Then I've got the next one down, and just layer that up. Again, it's got the foam pads in between, and stick that one down. I don't know if you can see that already, but you're getting the 3 layers there of the card building up there nicely. Then I've got the next section that goes over the top here, and just get it in the right position and stick that down there like so. Then I'm going smaller and smaller and smaller. Then I've got the next one, goes on there. Then I've got the next one. You can go as silly as you like. And that goes over the top there. And finally, I've got one of the little gold ones I've cut out, and that's going to stick on the top there. So if you can see that on the angle there, you've got that pyramid effect to give you that beautiful 3D mandala card. Now, all you've got to do to make a beautiful card like this is go to on the website and have a look there. If you go into the Arabian designs, you've got loads and loads of different options there. But if you just put into the search engine mandalas as well, you'll come up with loads of the Asian mandalas and the Tibetan mandalas, all sorts of different things like that. But if you want to make this card exactly like that, all you've got to do is purchase it, download it, print it, and make it.
I'm now going to show you how easy it is to register as a customer with iCraft Online. First of all, you just click on Enter Shop. Then you click on My Account. If you are a returning customer, it's the right hand side of the page that you're interested in. If you're new, then you use the left hand side, and we need to click on Continue. Then we need to have your personal details. I'll just put mine in there. Barry Freestone at anycity.co.uk. Obviously we'd like your real one. Then put your address, street, any place, YYY, any city, and then it's important that you select the country that you're living in. So in this case it's the United Kingdom. We would like your telephone number because we do sometimes have to contact you. So it will be very useful for you to leave that with us, and then you just set your password, and in this case I'm going to set the word as craft, and then continue, and now your account has been created.
Now I'm going to show you just one project that you can do with these beautiful screens. Look at these Arabian screens, aren't they gorgeous? And what we're going to use is this download. Now this is a multi-download here, and you can layer it up. You don't forget, once you've downloaded this project, you can print it off as many times as you like. Now what I've done is, let me just show you some of the other examples here. Now, this project's obviously in the Arabian screen section. This is just a few of the different Arabian screens that I've printed off and cut out, ready to use. I'm just going to show you one project, but don't forget there's going to be loads more on the site, so you just go hunting for them and you'll find them there. But you can see you can get them in different sizes. You can join them all up together if you want to. You can crease them so they fold in different ways. Just a few examples here of just some of the screens that you can actually print off. Now what I've done, what we do is actually, I'm going to use this size here. Now all you do is cut out around the outside of the screen here, and then also the little bit at the bottom. Now you can either keep that in like I've done on this one, or you can cut those bits out. I like to keep them in because it makes the screen a little bit more sturdy. It's entirely up to you what you print a design onto, whether it's a 90 gram.
GSM.
Shut your gob. There's always somebody butting in, isn't there? Anyway, 90 GSM or 250 or 240 or 260 or 120. It's entirely up to you. I think this is 120 that I've gone on to. So basically all you would do is cut that out and then crease it with a knife. Let me just do it for you. And a ruler. And all you do is, once you've cut it out, you just go along there. You take your boning tool or an old ballpoint pen that doesn't work anymore, and you just crease it so you know exactly where that's going to fold. Gives you the perfect fold there. I like that, so it's not going to be looking like a dog's hind leg. Now I've got all these bits and pieces here, and you've got the two beautiful marble effect flowers here, and you've got a marble background here too, and now we're going to make a beautiful screen up using all those elements. So there's my first screen. Let me just show you a few different ways of using this. So there's the screen. Now I've actually scored all of the different points there, so it folds up like that and it opens up and gives you that concertina screen. But you could have not scored that one, so that when it stands you've got those two there and that one at the end that just bends, and you've got the straight one in the middle. Or you could have it so that the two outside ones and the other three on the inside, so it's like a little flap of a door, something like that, so it folds that way, and you could design. But I'm going to use two of these pieces here, so I'm going to fold that up as I would. That's how I'm going to use it there, like that, but I'm going to use these two bits here to put my design on. So I'm going to open that up and flatten that down a little bit. I've cut all the bits and pieces out from that, and there's my first one. And you can see that's got a black background. Now to stop that, I wouldn't normally crease that if I was going to do that with this design. I'm going to stick that across the top there. It's done onto card, and you've got the beautiful design there. And that's going to strengthen that also. So then you're going to have the centre bit there that is straight with the design on, and then you've got the bits that fold in there either side that you can create that effect. So that looks really nice. But if you want, you could have that going that way, and then you could have those two going out that way like that. So it's entirely up to you how you use these screens. Lots of different ways of using it. Now I'm going to decorate up the main panel to give it a lovely effect. And I've cut out some of the pieces here, as you can see, and I've put double-sided tape on the, actually foam pad on the back of this one. And I'm just going to layer this up. It doesn't matter if it comes out of the frame. I'm going to be a little arty with this one. This one, the first one I'm going to stick down here, I'm going to stick it down flat. So I've just got a little bit of glue on the back, and that one's going to stick down there flat. Now it can come out of the top of the screen if you want to, but I'm going to keep everything contained so that when I put it in the envelope, no bits are going to get damaged. I've got the second one here. Now this has got a little foam pad on the back, which is going to raise it up a little bit, and I'm just going to tuck that underneath there, overlap the other flower, so you're getting that lovely kind of 3D look. Isn't that beautiful? Then I've taken some of the leaves, and I'm going to add those. Now I could go directly over the top and give that true decoupage look, or I could just slightly off-centre it again like I'm going to do with this one, or I can move it completely. I think I'll stick it underneath there. Why not? You're the creative one. You can do what you want. And I've got my other bits and pieces. That one can go on there, I think, like that. And I've got another one here that I'm just going to slide underneath there, so it gives that effect there over there. And there is my design finished. So I've converted that beautiful screen there into a freestanding screen, but it's got that lovely flower on the inside. And to make it stand, when it goes into the envelope, it's like that, and it'll be flat. When it comes out, it will stand like that. And isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful, all got that beautiful marbling effect to it. So if you want the different Arab effect design screens, you've got loads of different choices, you've got different sizes, but while you're in there, go and have a look in the Arabian section. You don't have to use the Arabian designs. You can use any designs on these screens because they're kind of geometric. You could use Oriental on there, Japanese on there, Tibetan, anything you want. So you can make some beautiful screened cards. So just go and choose what you want, mix and match with the downloads and the 3D decoupage or the toppers, anything you want.
Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to purchase that download set. So the first thing we're going to do is click Enter the Shop. You have all of these different categories here. Now if we were just going to look via the categories, we could find it by just going into the worldwide section at the bottom and then clicking on Arabian and then finding the projects that way. But the way that I'm going to show you how to find it is, for most people, a much simpler way, and that is to use the search engine just down here, normally at the bottom left, and we're going to put the item number in, which is 14898, and that will take me straight to the item that I want to purchase. So we're going to click on Buy Now and click on Checkout. At this stage it will ask you to log into your account. If you haven't already got an account, it's at this point where you will need to create one. So I'm just going to select PayPal, it's already pre-selected it for me. Click on Continue and then click on Confirm Order. And once you've clicked on Confirm Order, it will take you to the PayPal page. Now don't worry if you don't have a PayPal account. You don't have to have a PayPal account to be able to purchase, but it does help if you do, because it's always good to have a PayPal account. So here on this screen you'll find this section that says Don't Have a PayPal Account, and then up will pop this section which will enable you to fill in the details on your debit and credit card and obviously your address as well. Now once you've completed this section, there will be a back button that will take you straight back to the iCraft Online section to pick up your downloads. Okay, well we've now completed the PayPal transaction, so your items have been paid for. There was a button for you to hit taking you back here, and then your downloads are just here. So you just highlight that area there, click on it, save. I'm going to save it automatically to my desktop, so I'm just going to let that go along. Now depending on how big the download is, it can take as few as 10-15 seconds, or it can take up to 2 or 3 minutes depending on how big the download actually is. So what we'll do is we'll wait until that goes beep, and then we'll pick up and I'll show you how to open your download. So now it's finished downloading. So all we're going to do now is close that. We're going to minimize the website. We're going to close that as well. We don't want that. And then we're just going to double click on this section here, which is where your downloads are. Then I'm going to drag that across. That's taking it out of the zip file. That's how easy it is to do. And there it is on your desktop now. And you can open that. And then once you've opened it, here are all of your projects. So all you need to do now is either open them from there, or you can drag them onto a desktop, and then we'll just have a look at one of those. And that's just one of the projects. It's that simple to download, and it's with you in a matter of minutes.
Look at this, it's gorgeous. It's this beautiful kind of applique or parquet flooring type thing, but it's all done in wood effect. But obviously this is printed onto paper, but you've got this beautiful dark black wood and this beautiful wood in between, giving you this wonderful effect. Now what we're going to make, and don't forget with the downloads of this particular design, you're getting various sizes, so there's loads of things you can do. You could actually use just this one design as an actual base for putting some of the Arabian flowers on or something like that. You don't have to do like the mandala that I'm making now. But basically all I've done here is taken a piece of black shiny card and also some nice pale yellowish card that matches like the wood, the colours that are in the wood there, as you can see. And I've just created a A4 sheet there, creased it and bent it over the square, stuck it down, so I've created a nice square large card. But you can be making these in any size you want. Next, I've cut out all the bits and pieces that go over the top. This is the next one down, just double-sided foam pads on the back, and this is going to go over the top. But you can imagine this with just some of the beautiful applique kind of flowers that you get in the other sets that we have in the Arabian designs. Anyway, this one's going to just stick over the top now, just position it in the right position, and that's going to stick over the top, giving you that lovely mandala 3D look. Then we've got the next section here, which has got the black line round. You can see that one's the next one down, which doesn't have the black applique around there. And that one just lines up, and try to position it before you press it down. Maybe you want to just press it down lightly first, just to check that you've got it in the right position all the way around. And as you can see there, that lifts up all the way around there, giving you that 3D look on that one. And then it's just a case of layering up. That one goes over there like so. And then we've got the next bit, which is the black bit in the center, and that goes over there. And then you've got the very small bit, which is the wooden bit in the middle there, and that goes over there, like so. And then we've got that 3D look, as you can see, all layered up there, and that could be decorated as well any way that you wanted to. But I think that would make a great card for a gentleman, or you could put, you know, the age there, etc., etc. So if you want to make some beautiful Arabian designs, don't forget, have a look in the category and you'll find lots of things there. You've got some beautiful screens, you've got all sorts of different things there, and if you can just get a close-up on that one, there you go, you can really see what that looks like. So just download it, print it, and make up as many as you like. Okay, I'm going to make a simple Arabian screen now using these beautiful designs here. You can see that how lovely and simple that is. Don't forget, you can get all these as different downloads and that. You can mix and match to your heart's content. So, oh, it's almost picking my nose then, wasn't it? Anyway, what I've done here, don't forget you can always check the category video to see how simple this is. I've cut that screen out and I've scored it so that if I want, I can have this as a folding screen like that. Now, once you've got it like that, there's various ways of using it, and I'm going to show you one more way. I'm going to use this section here. So what I've done is I've taken the main design here. Oh, that's clever, wasn't it, Alan? Put it down onto all the bits I cut out with the double-sided foam on. I'll do one of these shows that goes right yet. There you go. There's a sheet that I printed off, and don't forget, you can print that off as many times as you like. I've cut those all out. And now what I've got here is a piece, just a scrap bit of black card. And I've got the nice shiny one there. Now I've taken the first piece and I'm going to stick that down onto here. And I'm just going, now I could raise that up with some foam pads if I wanted to, but I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there using my trusty glue pen. So I'm just putting some strips of glue down there with my pen. And I'm going to stick that down onto the card. Try not to mark it, won't you? But it doesn't really matter, this one. It doesn't matter how this is stuck down, because I'm actually using this as like a card base. I'm going to cut round it. So I've cut that round. Now this is going to make it, I'm going to put a nice border of black all the way around it. So it's the card. And all I'm doing is cutting that round. Now you could, if you wanted, take a pencil first and draw around it, but I'm doing this all by eye, because I'm a right little clever clogs. Not really. You can see I'm just cutting this out, and I'm just cutting around, giving it a nice black border all the way around. This also strengthens it, so when you put it onto the screen, it stops the centre section of the screen kind of folding together. So let's cut this out as carefully as possible, back to front, upside down as normal, as us crafting presenters have to do everything that is not normal, just so it looks normal to you. Aren't we good? There you go, just carry on cutting that out, and I'm putting a nice black border all the way around that. You can take your time, you can get more accuracy than what I'm doing, and just cut that round. I think I'm doing a good job considering. Considering what? Well, considering I'm daft, really. There you go. There's my first part, which I'm going to stick onto my screen. Now you can decorate these screens any way you want. I'm going to put foam pads on the back of this one so that it raises up and gives it a nice raised effect. I raise it up. get cabaret here as well, Chucks. So I'll just do that. Now the boring bit, taking all the backs off. Now I couldn't do this, pre-plan it for you because I had to show you the cutting out bit. So I'm just doing this. You'll have to grin and bear me. Shall I have a little sing-song while I'm doing this boring bit? You raise me up. Oh, I can't do two things at once. I'm a man. What do you expect? Oh gosh, times like this, I wish I had my fingernails back. But I can't work with it's like a vicious store. It's like a vicious circle. I can't work with I can't work with fingernails. They drive me mad, and yet not having them, you lose little kind of, they're like valuable tools, aren't they? Valuable tools. There you go. I've put the backs on there now. I know that was boring for you. But anyway, there's my screen. Now I've got various options I could do here. I could stick it to cover those two bits up there, or I could do it down there, or I could do it there, or I could put it there, or I could put it across the three of those and just have the flaps. What I think I'm going to do though this time is stick it down the edge like that. Doesn't matter if it overlaps. And there's my first part there. And you see the screen then is going to stand up. These two are going to remain stiff like that, but these three here, all concertina, and you've got that really unusual screen card. Now you could decorate these up as well if you want to. I think that looks stunning. Already you've got the black. Now I've got all the other bits and pieces to give it the decoupaged effect. And again, I've got the double-sided foam pads on the back, and I'm just going to layer that up to give it that 3D look. Like so. There's the first layer, and then the second layer is just going here, and the third layer, fourth layer, whatever it is, who's counting, just goes over there. And you can see you've got that 3D look then. If I hold it like that, you can see that all layered up there like that. So if you want to make a beautiful card like this one, let's get that in position, ready for the last shot. Camera 3, thank you. Camera 3, thank you. Got there eventually. Now back to moi, back to moi. Now listen, we've got loads and loads of different downloads in the Arabic section. You've got background papers, you've got the fantastic marble effect flowers, you've got the screens, you've got mandalas, you've got all sorts of different things. So if you want to make a screen similar to that, you can either download the project, or you can get all the different separate elements and make up your own. So just download it. Print it, then make it. Now I'm just going to show you a very quick thing to do with this beautiful Arabian mandala kind of set that we've got for you. Don't forget, when you print it off, you'll be able to do it in various sizes. The size that I've got here, as you can see, is this nice big, it's about 8 inches or whatever that is in centimetres. I'm 57. I don't know about centimetres. Look it up, Chuck. Google it, I'm sure you can. Anyway, I'm so stuck in the 70s, aren't I? Actually, we changed in the 70s, didn't we? So stuck in the 50s. Anyway, what I've done here, as you can see on this card, I just cut this out and I stuck it on this beautiful bit of marbling effect paper here, and you can see all the beautiful intricacy there, that Arabian design. And then I just cut a square out, folded it over, and then stuck the square on the inside. So you've got like a double gusset, as it was there, a double flap on the back there. So you've got a nice big card. But don't forget, you can do any size that you want. And just look at that design. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a stained glass window, like an Arabian stained glass window. You've got that lovely pink star in the middle. You've got the blues coming out, and you've got the yellow stars, and you've got the green blobs. Okay, green stars as well. You've got them spiraling out there. And you can see as I layer this up, the effect you're going to get is beautiful. So there is the first image there that we've got for you. That is the first card. Very basic, very simple and easy to do, but you can do virtually anything. Next, I've cut out all the different sets. Now, as you can see on that one, I've cut all the way around the outside there, and this one gives you the next layer. And you've got this one. I mean, you could use these on their own as well. You don't have to use these to create a mandala effect. So I'm just going to lay this over the top. I'm going to lay it precisely over the top. It's got double-sided foam pads on the back. And there you can see you've got that lovely layer building up already. And there's the first layer underneath there. You're going to get a really vibrant mandala, Arabian mandala effect here. Then you've got the next one. Now, there's the next one down. You've got the mainly blue and the yellow there, and you've also got those green and red starbursts there, or, yeah, starbursts. And then that one, again, has got foam pads on the back, and I'm just going to position that over the top like that. I mean, if you wanted, you know, at this stage, if you wanted, you can offset it. So let's offset it. So I'm going to get a double burst there. So I'm just putting it that way. And you can see, instead of it being that way there like that, I'm just doing it like that. So I'm creating the design. I'm just altering the design as I go along. So that's going to just make sure I've got it exactly where I want it. There you go. Then I've got the double starburst there going through the card, but it's entirely up to you which way you want to do it. Then we've got the next layer. Again, if I want, I can go straight over the top, or I can just slightly off-center it and twist it round so I get a double. I think I'll get a double one on this one. And that's going to, instead of it being like 5 layers, it's going to look almost like 10 layers. And there you can see I've got that layer, next layer going up. And if I tilt that again, you can see how that layers up. Next, I've got the next one. And that's your blue and your pink and your black. This one, shall I off-layer it again? Yeah, why not? And off-layer it. So that sticks there like that. And finally, I've got the pink and the black one. Now, you could have printed out more of these, and that one of those would be quite nice down here. You could use that as the sentiment on the corner there. You could cut this into half and quarters and put a little quarter in each of the corners of the card. You can do all sorts of different things, but I'm going to leave it on here as an extra one on the top. And again, I'm just going to give it a slight twist. So I'm going to get double the effect. And there is the fantastic Arabian mandala. And you've got that different layers coming up. And these would be fantastic to actually frame. And then you could have the various sizes. So what you've got to do is just go to the Arabian designs there and just look, there's loads of different ones. You've got frames there, you've got all the beautiful ones based on the different Arabian floral designs and that from Abu Dhabi and Dubai and from all over the place. And you can create lots of beautiful effects like that one. Well, you caught me halfway through making this beautiful card using those beautiful download Arabian 3D floral and leaf designs that you can get. You can choose them in different sides. Let me just take you through this card and show you how I've started making this. There you go, there's the card there, as you can see. And all I did was one of these, this beautiful kind of background card here with the silver leaves on. That was in an A4 size, and I kind of stuck a purple piece of paper, over the top, bent it round, stuck it on the back, and then I trimmed off a bit of the black card off the end because I thought it was too long, and I just folded it in half and stuck it either side on the end there. Then I took the first part of the large design of the decoupage and stuck that down over the purple, and then all I did was cut around the outside. I measured here, cut up there, cut a line up there, so I've got my card that opens like that. Gives a wonderful, stunning, beautiful marble effect card there. Now I've got the rest of the pieces already cut out, and it's just a question of laying these over the top, making sure you get the right piece in the right place at the right time. Sounds like a murder mystery, doesn't it? So that's going on there, making a really big card here with this marble 3D effect on. There's the first one, and where's the second one? That's that one. Now, when I was cutting these out, I made a bit of a mistake, so I did a double cut. So I think that one belongs there, that's right. So this one now is the next layer, which I cut in half by accident. But then we all make accidents, don't we? Nothing's perfect. No one's perfect, especially me. Stick that down there. Now that one should have been joined on there, but I cut it out by mistake. But you can soon repair it just by butting those two up together. Not butting out, butting up, and then stick that down, and no one will know the difference, you see. Then you've got the two layers. Then I've got the next layer, which is this section here. Get it in the right place. That is going to go over there and actually covers the join that I made a boo-boo of. And there you can see that's layering up nicely there, giving that beautiful 3D look. And finally, I've got the stem here. Looks like a candle, doesn't it? A little candle. Or something dripping out your nose. I'll be in trouble for that one, but do I care? Yes, I do actually. There you go, there's the card in that lovely 3D effect. And you can just stand that up and I think you could give that to anybody and make it a beautiful, stunning card. So if you want to make a card like that, you've just got to go to the 3D section of the Arabian designs. You've got leaves, you've got flowers, you've got loads and loads of different cards. You can make all sorts of cards like we've been doing here. Check all the different sections. You'll find lots of different videos giving you lots of inspiration of how to use the Arabian collection.